5, 4, 3.
You're listening to the Converted Podcast, the podcast about the Guild Convert to Raid on Airy Peak, US.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 110 of the Converted Podcast, the podcast for the Convert to Raid Guild on Airy Peak, US. Today is August 7th, 2017. It is currently 6:13 server time, Airy Peak local time, and thank you very much for joining us. I am Barfolomew, and with us tonight is the CTR Events lead. This is the CTR Events lead, Turarts. What's going on, Turarts?
Hey,
I don't know why everyone's laughing.
No idea, none whatsoever. Yeah, we're excited to be here tonight. It is awesome.
Also with us is Sal Mises the Shaman. What's going on, Sal?
Sal has disconnected.
Sal has
temporarily.
disconnected from the internet.
She will be back, but yeah, we are super excited for episode 110. We are at 110, guys, and I think we're keep going or wait or.
Oh, I called her.
Okay, we're gonna give it a second. So while we're waiting, Barf, we talked about this in pre-show,
Yes.
but I have a knock joke. Do you want to
Hit
hear
me.
my knock joke?
Absolutely.
All right, knock.
Who is there?
Knock. Amos.
Amos who?
A mosquito. Ah. Get it? Like
Thank
a
you,
mosquito?
everybody, for coming out. This has been the Converted episode 110. I really appreciate you all coming out and joining us. Send us your shout-outs on Twitter, because I'm done. I'm going to log off now.
I'm back!
Sal's
Dad,
back.
It's so nice to see you, hon.
Who the hell turned my camera on
No idea.
while I was laying down with no makeup with a giant zit on my face?
We were trying to tell you, but it wasn't.
You were waving your hands, and I thought you were being funny with each other.
No.
So,
Okay.
I introduced you.
What do we
Let's.
have going on this episode?
Okay, just a second. Obviously, oh my god, that was awful.
I have more
Oh.
jokes. We can keep this going.
Oh my god. All this is being edited out. Oh, I have lost it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't
doing my own local recording, so I'll upload whatever I feel like without it being edited.
Definitely the mosquito joke. It's a classic winner.
That's not a mosquito.
I don't know,
It's a zit from hell.
T, I kind of thought that joke bites. Get it? Like a mosquito would bite? You
That
know,
was
it's a
good.
funny
That was
joke.
How many chins did I have while laying
It
on
actually
my
only
bed?
I don't think you had any
you
chins
only
on your
saw, like,
forehead.
this much of you. It kind of cut off right below the mouth.
Bullshit! I saw my red zit like a laser pointing. Oh my god! I am such an ugly. Oh my god! Okay, I'm gonna
It wasn't
stop
bad.
and I'm gonna gain composure. I do not know how my camera was turned on. So
I don't have that power, so it wasn't me.
no, of course you don't. I must have clicked it. I had to have clicked it. Ugh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm just.
I thought you did it on purpose, and I was like, don't do this! You've ruined my scene!
That
Yeah, I
was
thought
not
you
on
were coming
purpose.
on.
You thought that was on purpose?
Yeah, I thought you were being funny.
Just deciding to come on.
Okay. So, you were.
I
I'm
did
sorry.
introduction, and I completely nailed the tongue twister. I'm not
For
going to
which
repeat
one?
it though. So
For which
start
one?
your introduction. So we can start from in this episode. So you take it away whenever you are ready.
Oh, what's the fourth thing? Okay. In this episode, we have Stop. Am I calling you Sly?
Do we have to do
I
an
always
entire
call
new
you-
pre-show and intro?
No. No. It's Slyvanna.
It's Slyvanna, but a lot of people know me as Sly, so whatever you want to go
Sly.
with.
Okay, Slyvanna. Oh, fucking. Okay.
Hey, watch your F words.
First one. Where are we at?
Didn't
guessed
I
within
say
the
it?
first 20 minutes.
Did I
No,
swear?
Sal did.
Oh, thank God
Okay.
it wasn't me.
I'm sorry. Listen, this has never happened to me. I've never lost control like this. Okay.
It's
That's what
because
she
you're
said.
with me, Sal. All right, I'm going to shut up.
Okay.
How you doing, chat room? Is everybody having a good time tonight?
It's going to be a good one.
Okay, I'm here. I'm ready. I'm here. Okay, so in this episode, we have Slyvanna from Bacon and Kegs raid team, your converted shoutouts, raid reports with Esh, and the chat room is in full effect.
That it is, chat room. You know you want to tweet us your shoutouts. There's still time. Go ahead and do it now at converted_CTR. We'll read them a little bit later on the show.
We also have our special guest tonight, Slyvanna. How you doing tonight?
Good, how are you all?
Good.
Doing well. Doing well.
You
What have you
know-
been up to?
The usual, playing WoW, playing HOTS, and trying to finish this degree that I've stupidly decided that I needed to do this year.
What one?
What?
I'm doing advanced critical care in my nursing. So I've got 2 degrees and I decided 2 wasn't enough. I needed a 3rd one.
That's awesome.
Yes.
But wait, you're doing that with 4 kids.
And
Good
a
for
husband.
You.
That's wildly impressive.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't need babysat.
Oh, yeah, he's a male. Of course he does.
Well, Sly, I'm super, super happy to have you on tonight. It has been a long time since you and I have actually like talked to each other and heard each other's voice.
I know. It's so awesome talking to you this morning.
This morning, because it's
I know.
not nighttime where you are.
That's right.
A lot of people in the chat room will notice not only does Sly have this brilliant light on her because of open windows and stuff, but me, I'm not on camera, and that's because I'm not in my regular home. I don't have all my microphones and regular cameras and desk and all that, so y'all just can see. We had a little accident where I accidentally showed my camera before, but we're editing all that out and have fun with it.
You're still beautiful, Sal. We still love you.
Oh my goodness gracious.
You are a foxy lady.
I will never live that down. But Sly, I was
We'll get it on next year's CTR t-shirt.
Oh my gosh. Well, I figured tonight would be a really good night for me to just, chill out. I'm just like in my friend's, very luxurious basement, and I'm not being sarcastic. It's great down here, and I'm just like no makeup, laying on the bed, and then I look up at Twitch, and Barf is like waving at me, and I'm like, what's going on? Why is he waving at me? And I'm like, oh, and then I see this giant laser zit like coming out of the Twitch stream, and it was blinding, and I realized that was my face, and that was great. Oh, Grand Nagus says Sal is beautiful, regardless of the zit. But no, I'm just like taking this opportunity to lay in bed and podcast, and I'm realizing that was a mistake. Should have sat at the desk and not accidentally turning on my camera. But I know
you're on mic, but you're supposed to sit up straight anyway to get that proper posture, to get that what do they call it when you talk to the back of the room? The projection.
I figured it
good
was
posture.
Sly, and it didn't matter, and I could just talk like normal and all that. So I'm now sitting up with okay, I now have proper posture. So there we go. But Sly and I used to play a lot of HOTS together and a lot of Diablo together. Yep. And now she's on the show.
Well,
very happy about that.
That sounds like a good time to roll into the old interview here. Sly represents the Bacon and Kegs raid team, and we're here to ask all the tough questions and all that stuff. So tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
So I've been playing WoW since BC. or the end of BC, just going into Lich King. And I originally started playing a hunter and bummed around on her for a while, and then decided it was time to come over to convert to raid, because I used to play on Calistraz, which is an oceanic server, and things went to poo there. So I came over to convert to raid, and at what was about 10, 11 o'clock at night, I saw a post for me, which is like 6 o'clock in the morning server time, or 5 o'clock in the morning. I saw a post by this team called Ascendants at the time that said they were looking for a healer. And I thought, hey, I can do that. So I went and healed for them. And I've been with that team now for 4 years. And we've changed our name to Bacon and Kegs. And there is a story behind that as to why we changed our name. And we're just a great team of people that have become a family, but always open our arms to anyone that wants to get up at crazy time in the morning. I think we raid at like 5 a.m. server till 8. Someone can correct me in the chat. So that's us. That's Bacon and Kegs.
Nice. Well, so you've been playing WoW since, you said, about BC, and what hunter did you roll? Just selfishly asking.
My very first one was a night elf, and then I stupidly deleted her. Don't ask me why. Well, I know why, but I did. And then I re-rolled a Draenei, and I now run as a Draenei hunter. But I also have my shaman, so I run as my resto shaman and my marksman hunter. And I only play marksman. Please don't talk to me about Beastmaster.
Couldn't get enough of healing IRL. You had to roll one in game too.
Well, this is right. Exactly. I couldn't heal enough people in intensive care, so I decided I had to save people in the virtual world as well.
I dig it. As a fellow healer, I dig it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Bacon and Kegs has been around for a while. What's your guys' story? You said you had a name before Bacon and Kegs.
So when I joined the team, we were originally Ascendants, and we ran with that for a while. And our original raid leader left because he had a baby, or his wife had a baby, and he left. And progressively, our team kind of took a downward spiral from there. We had a lot of people kind of wax and wane and that type of thing, but we had some steadfast people like myself and our raid leader Big O, and Baldy and Tia and Sanji and Rhoda and a whole heap of other people, Ryu. They all hung around, and we all wanted to hold on to these remnants of what our team was. So we did, and at the time we were raiding Heroic, and we decided, look, we're banging our heads against the wall, we're yelling at each other, we're not having fun. Let's stop doing that. And we went back to normal. And that's my phone, and that's horrible. I'm so sorry.
Hello?
I'm trying to hang up on my mother right now.
Hello?
I'm so sorry.
Oh, Mom!
She knew I was doing this too. It's horrible. So, yeah, and we went back to normals, and this was in Blackrock Foundry. Was that what that stupid raid was called in the last expansion? Mm-hmm. And this was in Blackrock Foundry, so we decided to go back to normals. We got ourselves a new raid leader, and we decided to just chill out. We created this thing called Sunday Fun Day. It was originally called something else, but we had to change the original word to fun instead of what it was.
Wait. Sunday?
CUM.
Probably not permitted to talk about it on...
No way. I went other places, but that one's better than where I went. That is
when
good.
you say someone made you change it, are you saying that someone in the guild said you got to change it?
The guild is a family-friendly guild, and
as a team, we decided that it was more inclusive if it was a little bit cleaner. I would
totally have joined the other one.
And at the same time, I put out a call to change the team name because Ascendants was boring, and because the Americans are eating breakfast, that's where the bacon comes from, and the Australians are drinking beer, so that's where the kegs come from. Because we have
clever.
So we bacon and kegs because we eat breakfast and drink beer, sometimes both at the same time. And we have now built ourselves back up, and we are now progressing heroics again. We are now 3 or 4 of Tomb of Sagaris. And yes. And would you like to know about the story about Sunday Fun Day? Because it is
Yes.
dirty.
Wait, is it
dirty,
actually
right?
fun, or are we talking about the other word?
We're talking
Both.
fun.
Well,
Fun.
Fun.
Well,
So
I have
what
to ask my
happened?
question: if you're going to tell the story, am I going to have to edit it out?
No.
I don't know. I'll try to make it as clean as I possibly can, okay? But yes. So we were raiding one Sunday night, and I can't exactly remember what happened, but someone made a comment about coming here. And I turned around and I said, well, I don't know about you guys, but I always make it a policy of mine that I always come on Sundays. And that was how Sunday Fun Day was created.
Oh my god, I love it.
I might
Welcome
still
back,
edit
iTunes listeners. I'm sorry that you missed that story, but you could have heard it if you were here live.
So that is how Sunday Fun Day was created, and that's that. And it is now a religion in our group. You need to be a little bit vulgar and open-minded if you're going to run with us. But that is, we like to have fun. We like to joke. We like to make stupid jokes out of the most insane things.
Well, that was going to be my next question. I was going to say, tell us about your team chemistry and what's the atmosphere. So, vulgar is what you're telling me.
Vulgar on Sundays. We try to keep it clean on Saturdays, or more tune. Look, we're a fun group of people. We like to down bosses. We really treat each other like family. We argue, we kiss, we make up, and we open our arms. Hopefully, there was a new guy I was talking to on Sunday night, actually. He was a monk. I cannot remember his name, and I'm hoping he's going to come and join us. So hopefully we've got a new Windwalker monk that's going to come and join us. I sent him O's way, so hopefully he's going to be in there with us. But we're open to have new people. We just want to have fun, and we just want to joke around and muck around with each other and down some bosses. And it's always Sunday somewhere in the world. That is right, Bruce Nee.
No, it's not.
Oh. Well, it sounds like the atmosphere is definitely a mature, fun family atmosphere. But what is Bacon and Kegs up to right now? You said you're back in heroics a little bit. Are you still tackling the normals, full-time heroics? How's progression going? That sort of thing.
So we tend to make Saturday our progression day. It's a little bit more serious. As I said, we're either 3 or 4 of heroic and Tomb of Sagaris, and then on Sunday we go in and we have our fun day. It's a little bit more relaxed. We have more of a joke. We do some silly stuff. Sometimes we bring alts and we go in and do normal and some of the first couple of heroic bosses. So that's how we tend to kind of run it. Depending on who turns up, we are very easy on who can be there. Everyone's got life commitments, so the attendance wax and wanes sometimes.
Nice.
Oh, yes. And Ariana, who is one of our officers, has just reminded me we have got ahead of the curve for the last 3 raids.
Nice.
Good for you guys.
So we've gone from a team that was like arguing to getting ahead of the curve for the last, so it's great. We've got a good chemistry, a good group of people.
Okay, well, as far as your team goes, not just you, but your team, what do you think your favorite and least favorite encounters might be? So let's start with your favorite.
Mine or as a team?
The team!
The team, because I know we whacked our head against Archimond so hard at the end of the last expansion, and all of us were like, we're about to rip each other's throats out because we were just so frustrated with that guy. So I would have to say that is the least favorite. Oh God, Il'gynoth. Il'gynoth would have to be, at least from a point of the jokes that have come from him.
Yeah.
He would have to be probably one of the funniest, being that he has an interesting visual aesthetic.
Oh dear.
Which one is Il'gynoth?
The big eye.
Yes. Yes, he does. He absolutely does.
He has a very, So we
had a couple of nicknames for him
Maury,
in the chickens too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Maury, our wonderful Pelly, who is in the guild in the chat at the moment. He used to whisper our raid leader before the encounter every single fight, Fleshlight. And that would just send our raid leader off. Just off. He just couldn't handle it, and the encounter would just break as a result. So yes.
Well, edit incoming.
Sorry. Do you regret having me here now, Sel?
Slightly.
It's very, very hard to talk about our team without some of the jokes that have come out, and I'm trying my best to change the words to be a little bit more friendly.
Well,
Hey, I knew what
have
I was
fun with
getting
that.
into before, we decided on this date. I knew full well what we were getting into. So- okay, I think Turarts is next. Oh, Barf?
I gotta tell you, for me, I think this is absolutely hilarious. Do you have any other like crazy raid stories about, just inside jokes about the grit, the kills, or like anything like that?
Oh God, we've got so many. So one that I was asking my team for stories the other night, or last night actually, before I went to bed, because I was like a shaking ball of nerves. And one of the ones I think is quite amusing is we had a guy that had a personal friend. He invited his personal friend's kid, who was about 15, 16. That was a few years ago. It was about 15, 16 years at the time. And this was before we were a bit vulgar, mind you. We do put a warning out that, if you are under 18, probably we're not the best team to raid with. So this was before then. And he would come on and then he'd go, guys, I can't play for the next. He was our tank, and he was like, I can't play for the next 2 weeks. I've been grounded. And we're like, oh, okay. Anyway, the third time he got grounded, we never saw him again. His name was Hordor. We don't know what he ever did wrong, but he never came back. Another one is Crit Buff. So back in that's Blackrock Foundry, when you used to bring a class because they brought a buff with them.
Sure.
We needed a crit buff because we had all the other buffs. We just didn't have a crit buff. So we went into the raid recruitment tool and we were like looking for a hunter or a mage, and we got one in. Now, there is still to this day a debate of whether it was a hunter or a mage that we actually got in. I swear to God it was a mage. Now, this person was so ridiculously undergeared. It was on the train boss. He was just so ridiculously undergeared. He was not meant to be there, but we literally just wanted his buff. So he came in. We don't remember the guy's name, but we named him Crit Buff. And he will forever be known, Crit Buff, as our team joke, is that we got this mage or hunter in to be our Crit Buff on the train boss.
Well, there's definitely an argument.
There's a
in the
spirited
chat room.
debate happening, yeah.
I know. I swear to God it was a mage. We actually think there might have been a couple of times that we did it, and on occasion I was there, it was a mage, and another occasion it was a hunter. But yeah, either way, he bought the crit buff, and that's all we needed to win the fight.
Said we called him Crit Buff to his face.
We did. He's like, I'm sorry, we're undergeared, and it's like, it's okay. You bring the crit buff, we like you.
Good Lord.
So we're a very honest team. So yeah, lots of stories come out of our team. Yeah, some of which I can't tell here, and I do apologize. I'm trying to choose the ones that are a little bit cleaner to talk about.
Well, Go on, Sal.
My husband is still called Pen. Is that because you borrowed a
Oh.
pen from your husband?
No. Okay, so the Penn story. Penn, who is Little Wing in the chat, he joined us during Hellfire Citadel, and it was just him at the time. It wasn't Ariana, it was just him. He'd come in, oh goodness, I think he might have originally come in on his lock. Either his lock or his warrior, one of the two. And he was playing with us. Now, he'd chosen to be mute on mic, which is fine. We're happy for that. And his name was Penelope. And being at the time that I was literally the only female on the team, I was so excited that we had another female. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, we've got a female. So for about 6 weeks, he ran with it. He ran with it. He let us call her a female until finally he got a mic. And actually, even to play up to it, he got his wife to talk on his mic the first time.
No.
I know. So I was so excited. I was absolutely convinced that he was a female. And I was so excited there was another girl there, and I wasn't the only dirty one in the raid, like only dirty birdie in the raid. I was so excited. And then it turned out that he was a he. And then he brought his wife along, who's Ariana, and her and I are just absolutely fantastic friends now. And she is actually a girl. and now I'm not the only girl or dirty birdie, because she can certainly get her dirty on in the team. So that's another story.
See, that's a nice story.
I see, I'm trying.
We've had some nice stories. Well, it definitely sounds like Bacon and Kegs is an eclectic team. But if people are looking for this kind of fun, mature style, are you guys recruiting? What are you recruiting?
Okay, so yes, we're recruiting. We're always recruiting. We're always looking for new people to come and join us and have some fun with us. We do raid quite early in the morning on Saturdays and Sundays, so it is a bit of a commitment for some people, and we understand that. But we appreciate you coming and having fun with us. What joke am I telling, Amori? I don't know. But
They're asking for the joke. Joke.
I think I might be getting there.
Is the joke that Moriarty Pally's name keeps making me think his name is Mario Party? Is that the joke?
No.
I'm down for Mario Party.
What's a Mario Party?
50% of our raid is Pellies. Literally.
Yes.
50% of our raid.
That's my kind of raid.
So we're not looking for Pellies, although our Pellies are always open arms to any new Pellies that want to come in. But as a result, we are very, very super melee heavy. I think we currently have about 3 or 4 range in comparison to the 9 Pellies that we have plus others. So we are very melee heavy, always recruiting range, but happy to have anybody that wants to come in and join us and put their blessings of wisdom on us.
7 blessings of wisdom.
Yes.
A Game of Thrones reference.
Just the wisest.
Okay, well, are you going to tell the joke? And can it be told?
The joke. I think the joke was, it was that we've got so many Pellies. I don't know which joke that they're referring to.
Well, I'm sure they will let us know. And we're going to start kind of like, I want to tell you that you have done a really great job. And I don't know why you were nervous.
Mine's the fact that I've just have to edit the full 20 minutes of it because I was so naughty. I'm so sorry. But I hope I did my raid team proud. I did want to talk about our raid leader, our blessed raid leader. His name is Big O, or Big Oseric in the game. Look, he's a wonderful guy. He's a little bit shy, so that's why he's put me forth to come and do this. He didn't think he could do it. Very, very loving, caring guy. He's a fantastic raid leader. Very, very approachable. So if any of you people out there that are listening want to come and join us, you're welcome to hit me up in game, but the best person to chat to would be Big O. He's a great raid leader. He tries to make everybody happy. He's got a heart of gold. And I also just wanted to let everyone know about him in his real life on the weekend when he's not raiding with Bacon and Kegs. Big O dresses up as a dwarf and hits people with swords.
What?
What? That's amazing.
Yeah. I did have a photo to get to Barfolomew to share, and I just didn't get to. Yeah, he dresses, and it is his outfit. He's a real life paladin. Yeah, and he hits people with swords, and they hit him back.
I like this cat.
Yeah, he's an awesome dude. He's very awesome.
That is amazing.
Oh, I love that story. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so much, and it's been a pleasure to talk to you. But do stick around because let's chat afterwards, you and me. And
Yes.
we'll just bring it on home. And so we're gonna start wrapping this up. Do tell our audience how they can find you on the internets, both you and your team.
Okay, so our team you can find on the Convert to Raid team's website, where Bacon and Kegs. Online, you will find me in Convert to Raid either on Slyvanna or Slyvassa. Slyvassa is my shaman, Slyvanna is my hunter. I am in Convert to Raid Galleon, so hit me up if you want to talk to me. I like talking to people. I'll do stuff with you if I'm around. I am on the Twitters. I cannot promise that I will respond, but I am at Slyvanna on Twitter. And if you want to come and join our Bacon and Kegs, just hit us up in game. We can give you the link for the Discord for Bacon and Kegs.
Awesome. Do you have any shout outs?
My raid team, my entire raid team for being here. Look at them. They haven't even trolled me much.
They've been very supportive.
They've been
They have
supportive,
been very supportive. So all the people that showed up, there's some of the team that couldn't come because they've, got this thing called work and that. But thank you for my entire raid team. One, for putting me out there and allowing me to try to represent you. I hope I did you proud. A shout out to our raid leader, O, because he's the one at the end of the day that makes the big, hard decisions. The officers are just there to support him. And shout out to you guys, Steve, for having us on. Thanks.
That's awesome. Well, we appreciate you being on. But before you go, I have to get this in there. We have a tradition, and we need you to close all of your windows, get the chat room gone, because we need to know who's in your raid team. And they're going to correct you, I can tell, if you miss someone. So.
Oh, yes, they will. They want me to tell you about Jugs. I don't know if I can. I might be able to.
You can. I know that story. You can tell it.
I can tell that story? All right, awesome. I will do that after I go through our team. So we have our tanks, which are Penelope or Little Wing, and Baldy, who is currently on his Demon Hunter, Ildiano. Our healers are Tia, Sanji, and Cerebi, and sometimes myself, depending what's going on. Our Pellies are Big O, Moriarty, Rhoda, Murad, Zirkol, and Ryu. We also have another guy called Adorel who is on leave at the moment. Choco or Ariana, she is on her hunter. Myself on my hunter at the moment. Yes, I'm reading. I don't care because I'm not missing you guys. Nah. Also, he is our resident Canadian who comes and joins us. He's fantastic.
Stop, you let Canadians on your team?
Oh, sorry, is that not allowed? We let everybody on our team.
Very open of you and open-minded. I'm really impressed.
We let all.
Some of our Canadians get upset because so many teams won't let them on. So I'll just let them know that they're welcome to talk to Bacon and Kegs.
Oh, I don't know if he is Canadian. Maybe he's on the border of Canada. I thought he was from Canada. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. I'm going to say Althania is another Australian. So, yay.
Yay.
Morlin and Eleanor are our locks. Shard or Lesiel. He's a new one. I can't say his name very well. He's with us. He's our Shadow Priest. We've got Sale, Fen, Zealoth, Rathbone, who is also known as Honzo. And we've got a couple of people on leave due to family issues, but hoping to come back in the next couple of weeks is Campari and Slayer. Oh, did I miss Sanji? No, I said Sanji. And I said Sail.
And I also think that you called Nah a Canadian when he's actually from Mississippi.
I know. That's all right. We got Sanji because he's from Canada anyway, so it's okay. It's all right. We got Sanji. We do have a Canadian there. Hey, I can't get it all.
Sail is to Canada.
Yeah, Sail and Sanji are there. They're from Canada. So there we go. We do let the Canadians in. Hey, look, we've got Rhoda. He's from England. So, we've got them all.
Deep South Canada, Mississippi. Australian education, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah,
I never said I was good at geography.
Well, I can't name all your states or provinces or whatever you have. So, what is it? Is it states? Provinces.
States and territories.
And territories, yeah.
Yeah.
This lesson brought to you by hanging up on Sly, Barf.
Oh, aren't I talking about jugs first?
Who's going to tell us jugs?
Oh, jugs.
Jugs. So, when I used to be back on my shaman, I used to, we used to call our healing totem jugs. And basically, that comes from me playing Lily in Heroes of the Storm, because quite often they had to, pull me out of Heroes of the Storm to come and raid. And you would usually be really, really tired because I'd just worked night shift or something stupid like that. So I used to turn up to raid and they'd be like, Sly, throw your jugs. And I'd be like, jugs are out. So, yeah, and Sly used to throw her jugs all over the raid to heal them all. And it was great.
I have been the recipient of your heroes jugs many times. So I knew exactly what you're talking about. When Sly says jugs. It's like, oh, get in your Sly, let's go.
Yeah, get in your Sly because the jugs are out and you'll stay alive and it'll be fantastic. All right, guys, thanks for... No, I can't do that one, Ariana. That's too naughty. Thank you for having me. It was great fun.
Thanks
for coming out. We appreciate it.
Bye.
Take it easy.
While you're bringing on Esh, I'm going to hook everyone up with some guild events here real haps.
Yeah.
Real fast. That's me. Okay, so we have LFR things happening. Even tomorrow night, we have LFR things happening. We have PvP happening on the 11th. We are keeping up the Convert to Shenanigans with Silverbolt. Those are happening on Friday nights. No, on Sundays, sorry. My math's wrong. On Sunday nights. But something I'm excited about, something that's a little different. Tomorrow, or the 9th. Today's the 7th. I can't math today. On the 9th, Beginner Sim Yourself Live Clinic. So this is going to help you find your best in bags, compare relics, your trinkets, test items you don't have to tell you what you need. It is being hosted by Warfront, and it's just an hour long, but they're basically going to be in Discord and on their Twitch channel helping you get raid ready gear and some Q&A happening. And then right after that, it looks like there's some LFR action going on. But there are so many events on here, so many regular things from PvP to LFRs to fun Convert to Shenanigans stuff. So guys, just check out that guild.converttoraid.com. You will find all sorts of fun events. And then something else I want to talk about super fast. I don't have a lot of details on, but COD Squad. We all know who the COD Squad is.
COD Squad.
They're hitting their year anniversary in a few weeks.
Ooh.
And so they one of their officers reached out to me and just wanted to put it out here the weekend of the 25th. So that's going to be 25th, 26th, 27th. They're going to be doing some fun games and celebrations and that sort of thing, and like a CTR mixer. So they're going to kind of have people come and help kind of run through stuff and show you what the COD Squad's all about. There will be stuff on the calendar once I get some more definite times. But let's get out there. COD has done a great job getting this together and putting a community within a community. Doing some Inception stuff here. So their year anniversary celebration will be happening.
So meta.
It is. Oh, it is. It's awesome, though. The 25th, 26th, 27th. And once I have more details, I will pass those on to you, and they will be on guild.converttoraid.com. We will have one more converted before all that goes down. So next episode, hopefully, I will have more deets to go over. But congrats, COD Squad. That's exciting.
Yeah, a year is a big deal, man. Congrats to that group.
Yeah.
One of the
Uh,
things.
Deb-
What's
Go
up?
ahead. I said, yeah, really active group. I like hanging out with them too. A very positive group, a group that anyone can run with and have a nice time.
Absolutely. One other thing, real quick, before we throw it over to Esh, I just want to remind everybody that if you're doing something cool IRL, you can send a tweet over to @CTRGuild and use the hashtag CTRIRL, and we'll throw it in the newsletter. You guys should be getting a newsletter every month. If you have a cool project going on, or if you recently guested on a podcast, or anything cool like that, let us know, because we'd love to advertise and show everybody, hey, look, the guildies are doing all these cool things. Esh, what do you got? Oh goodness, Esh, I think you might possibly be muted.
Well, while he's unmuting, Turarts, I have been asked over the past couple of weeks when the next raid recruitment event is going to happen.
Yes. We were going to do it before or after 4th of July, but something very personal came up with me, and so that one had to be canceled. I was going to do it the week of the 25th and 26th, but that is not happening. So I think I don't want to push it till September. Watch the calendar. I might end up doing it the 19th next weekend. I do not know 100% for sure. If I do it next weekend, it'll be up on the calendar by the 9th. Otherwise, I'm going to have to push it back to the 8th and 9th. So within a month, it's just really hard to do that because you have to try and find a lot of raid teams. And with school getting ready to start, a lot of people, like I know Miles starts kindergarten, and it feels like you have a ton of stuff you have to do before that happens. So personal life kind of makes it complicated, but it will be within the next month. Check guild.converttoraid.com. And guys, did you know we have a CTR Discord? If you didn't know, get in there, because I always post that stuff in there too about guild happenings, that sort of thing, and it will be spammed all over the place. Or Twitter. We have a guild Twitter too.
What about now, guys?
Yeah, hey, there he is.
Okay, I was stalling. It was important.
Yeah, you did great. You were perfect stalling. I mean, good grief. So, yeah, I made the foolish decision of, Skype came up and said, there's something wrong with your microphone. Let us automatically adjust settings. And once I clicked that, it was dead. Yeah, that was not smart. So then when I went into my recording devices, I saw that my microphone was set to 2.
Oh.
Do it.
What? So, okay, we've got, looks like most folks are moving into heroics. So we've only seen like 8 progression kills in normal, but we've seen 38 progression kills in heroic and another mythic kill. So we'll get into it. Yeah, it's
okay.
Folks are moving into heroics for sure. We've got Mischief Moose has killed Maiden. Rubber Chickens have killed Fallen Avatar. And so has Gluttonous for Punishment, Fallen Avatar. So you guys are pulling Kill Jaden now? You Rubber Chickens?
We had a pull on Kill Jaden, and it went poorly.
Okay. Yeah, we can talk later.
Sure.
Oh, good. Bacon and Kegs, Banana Republic, Rady Brunch, and nope, that's it. Those guys all killed normal Kill Jaden. Looks like Banana Republic also got Goroth on heroic, and the Rady Brunch killed Harjatan, so they're 2 of 9. Hyperspace Bypass, Hump Day Heroes, and the Salad Center, all 3 of 9 in heroic now. They've killed all the way up to Demonic Inquisition. TLDR Just Pull killed Mistress Sazine. Let's see, and Standard Dragon Protocol killed Sisters, along with Gruel's Gone Wild and Marginally Competent, all killed Sisters. See, we also have the Fire Department, Hydro Volunteer Fire Department, Line of Sight, Council of Chaos, also have all killed Sisters. So that puts them all in the 5 of 9 category. Looks like in the 6 of 9 category, we've got Project Fail Sauce, Resolve, Threat Level Midnight, Raid 6, and From the Ashes. Those guys all killed Desolate Host on heroic, which is a pretty tough one. Good job to those guys. That's kind of a hump you gotta get over. And let's see, Highly Offensive, Epic Eggplant, Asparagus Initiative. Those guys have all killed Maiden, and Casually Elite, Face Pull, both killed Fallen Avatar. And so those guys are 8 of 9. And let's see, we got 2 new ahead of the curves. So congrats to Edamame Enterprise and Warfront. Both got there ahead of the curve. Yay! Good job to those guys. And
Yay!
And Warfront also got a mythic kill on Goroth. Those guys are now 1 of 10 mythic, and
Very cool.
Convert to mythic still staying steady at 2 of 9. So
2 of 9?
Yes.
2 of 9 mythic.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
They have Goroth and Harjatan. So. And also, PSA, Zurios has the mount available today. I don't know if you guys paying attention to that, but if you got 150 curious coins, go get him. He's up. He's got a mount. Armored turtle.
Ooh.
I like turtles.
Oh, no, tell me about the what are curious coins for? I keep collecting them.
There's a vendor in Dalaran. He's kind of tucked away in the corner somewhere, and he has a random item each day that he's selling, and it's on a rotation. So periodically he'll have the mount, but usually something else. So usually like a toy or something, that he sells for the curious coins. And but the mount's 150 coins. So if you got 150 coins, go get it. It's up.
Yeah, but
right
I
now.
get like 1 coin a month or something.
I should get 3 or 4 a week.
Mm.
Playing.
Well.
They don't drop in HOTS, Sal. You got to play WoW.
I've been playing.
Yes.
I've been playing Hearthstone.
They
drop there neither.
drop like Mythic Plus dungeons. They drop out of your all the little boxes you're opening, like the Legion Fall caches, the Order Hall caches that you turn the quest in. The Emissary quests, all those. Anytime you open a box, you get some curious coins.
You don't get them. You have a chance to get them.
Well, you get a chance, yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I just raid. Well, I mean, not even so. Well, yeah, I'm with the Rubber Chickens now, and they've been really supportive while I don't have a place to put my computer into right now. So I'm like, hey, I can't raid, but talk to me about Game of Thrones, everyone.
Yeah, we do
Which
that.
is
We got a whole
awesome.
channel for it. It's awesome.
All right.
That's it,
Well,
guys.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much.
teams are active. That is amazing.
I love it.
And I think now, guys, it's time for those chat room shout outs. So while we get to the Twitter ones here in a moment, get me those shout outs in the chat room. I have a couple already, and then I will read them once Sal is done doing her thing.
Well, it won't take me very long. We do have a few things, though. First of all, Alessandra wrote in again. You remember 2 weeks ago when we had all that confusion about what she was trying to communicate, and I couldn't understand it. But this time, I have another story to tell you. This time, it's to the tune Staying Alive. She even sent in the music, but I didn't give it to Barf. So August 8th, the Summoning Stone podcast versus Technically PvP podcast. They will be playing StarCraft, Heroes, and WoW Arena. That's tomorrow. So I would like everyone in the chat room right now to do me a favor. And I would like you to tweet, I'm going to post it right now, at summoning_stone. At summoning_stone. Tweet them and wish them well. Wish them many happy deaths on their PvP games tomorrow. It's going to be a massacre. Okay, so from Twitter, Tink says, shout-outs to Turarts for rage quitting on the show after I showed up. That was last week that you did that.
That was 2 weeks ago, and I was mad because I did not get Tink time.
You were mad.
Very upset about
so
that.
You rage quit.
No,
Yep,
no, I didn't.
I was there.
So this
I seen it.
happened. This happened on Azeroth Roundtable too. So the thing that uses Surge Protector. This is good. Good podcasting, people.
Good
Awesome.
podcasting.
Great job, me. Self 5. So the Surge Protector, that doohickey, is usually under the desk. So that the cat that I love that makes appearances sometimes doesn't hit the button because he knows if he hits the button that I'll pay attention to him. Well, he thinks that. So he hits the dang button. And at this point in time, I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to wait for this to get back up. I have to wait for this to get back up. mother of frickin' pearl. And then my thing blue screened, and it's like, okay, we got to go to, I'm like, all right, I'm done. I gave up on this. You win, Kat. You win. You win this damn round. I did watch a little bit, though.
Yeah, so after the show last week, me, Barf, and Tink talked to each other as if we didn't have cameras and stuff on us.
Yeah, we were live for like 6 hours.
So it was fun to have Tink on. Winchester says, shout out to Lita Wow. Wishing her a very happy birthday. That's right. She is simply amazing. Says Winchester, Lita's birthday. Another Aussie,
Aww.
if I'm correct. Yeah. It's her birthday today, and it's all over Twitter, and it's really nice to see that. A lot of love is coming from Facepull on Twitter this past week with their kills and people tweeting it and linking it. And
That's what we do.
yeah, Facepull is blowing up my phone all the time. So this week, or last week, July 29th, iTunes worked on Algalon and did a full clear downing Yogg Saron, because they've been working up there in Northrend later on these days, skipping only, I don't care who they're skipping, but they're searing their path to glory. Good job, iTunes, and we love to hear from you, Alessander. Turarts, you want to talk about the chat room?
Yes, I do have some chat room shout outs. So first, Slyvanna says shout out to Bacon and Kegs. Aw. And then we have 2 shout outs to you, Sal, just because Grenega says just because he can. So he's shouting you out. And then Sly also seconds the shout out for all the awesome.
I can always count on the foreigners to love me. Foreigners love me.
We have Big O saying shout out to shout room chat out. Oh my goodness. To Sly for keeping it awesome and fun. Cannot wait to see the recruitment letters. No.
Now?
I read now. Okay. I'm reading it as is, and it is not making sense. Think you meant now. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to the eggplants. This is from Frog Sprout for getting Avatar to 2% tonight. That is amazing. And Ash for assisting with the I key on Saturday for that bad DK. DK must have been bad.
I guess
I suppose so.
That's it for the chat room, right?
That's it. That is it. Short and sweet. I love it. Thank you guys for your shout outs.
All right. What about you guys? You got everything fun?
Sure. I'd like to talk about my other podcast. Sure. Okay. Yeah. I've got another podcast. I'm on Electric Streams Media. And if you look up Electric Streams, you'll see Cable Ready. Now, Cable Ready, we all talk about HBO shows. So what that means is right now our podcast is all Game of Thrones all the time. And I just got notification 2 minutes ago that last night's episode of our podcast is live. So you go to Electric Streams Media on all your iTunes and Stitcher and all that stuff, and you can hear my voice talking about Khaleesi and how she's in love with Jon Snow. So
okay, if that was the impression you got.
Media. That's not the impression I got. And last night, definitely a great show. But that's not what we're talking about now.
The Converted's over. We can talk about Game of Thrones for the next 3 hours. That's fine. I gotta go to the bathroom first.
Let's finish the show, and then we can do that.
All right. Shout outs me. Shout out to COD Squad, Captain COD. You guys are reaching a year. That's awesome. We had him on the game case on not last Sunday because we took a break. The Sunday before. Pleasure talking to him. Always a bubbly, positive guy. Shout out to that, and then I think that's it for shout outs. That's it. My events team for kicking butt because that calendar is full. You guys are rocking it.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys.
Oh, I tell you that I got Silverbolt on the calendar for like September.
I saw that.
Cool.
Yeah, she's gonna come on. That'll be good.
How about you, Ash? You got anything?
I think my shout out has to go to Slyvanna for my favorite episode ever.
This has been a good one.
It was a good one.
It was beautiful from start to finish. I was like, what?
Thank you, Ash.
You're welcome.
every once in a while, the chickens are struggling on the boss, and then just a ringer shows up out of nowhere. We had Galv come in today and just, not today. What day was the raid? Tuesday. This past Tuesday. And just create crazy numbers on the DPS meters so that we could, he helped us push, he helped push us over the edge to get Avatar down. So I gotta shout out to not only him, but all the other ringers that float in from, you know, CTM and fire department and every other awesome team in the guild that's like, oh, we're gonna hang out in Barf stream and watch the chickens die on this boss 12 times. You know what? They could use a little bit of deeps. They could use a little bit of heals. Let's get in there and give them a hand.
Aww.
So I appreciate you guys. And if no one else has anything, I think that might wrap us up. Yeah?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Cool beans. You can find us all on Twitter. Sal is at @summer_Sal. Turarts is at Turarts. Eshelon is at Eshelon. And I can be found at Barfolomew_CTR. The show itself is converted_CTR. Search for the Converted Podcast on YouTube, iTunes, and Stitcher. Thanks very much to Navox and Geek Chic Lisa for our theme. And Sal, what's happening next week?
Okay, in 2 weeks from now, we have August 21st. Neptune from the team Casually Elite. Very happy to have them. If you want your raid team to be represented, please have your raid leader email us convertedpodcast@gmail.com.
All right. Thanks very much, everybody, for hanging out with us. For Turarts.
Bye.
For Sal.
See ya.
For Eshelon.
Bye-bye.
And for myself. We'll see you next time, everybody.
Good night.
You can follow the show on Twitter at converted_CTR. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Converted Podcast. And find us on our Twitch channel, Converted Podcast. And join us live every other Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
This podcast is a part of the Signals Media All-Star Network. For more information on this and other fine shows, go to signalsmedia.com. It's okay to stick our stuff in your ears. Really?
I have to pee!
I have love